Hello my fellow trainers and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Go PvP Showcases. Today we got some more Great League battles coming your way, so if this is content that you enjoy, please like and subscribe because I truly enjoy making these videos. Now, the battles that you're going to see today are not my own. They were submitted to the channel by my boy Brandon, so shout out to him for giving me a team to showcase. The team that he is running is Hypno, Munchlax, and Azumarill. And I'm sure you guys can see the movesets on the side of the screen there, but for Hypno, we're running Confusion, Fire Punch, Shadow Ball. For Munchlax, we got Lick, Body Slam, Bulldoze, and for Azumarill, we're running Bubble, Hydro Pump, and Ice Beam. I'm super excited to see how this team performs, so without further ado, let's hop into the first battle of the showcase. So first up in these battles, we got Hypno versus Alolan Ninetales, which is actually a pretty good lead, especially considering this Hypno knows Fire Punch, and this is a Powder Snow Ninetales, so it's not hitting for quite as much damage as Charm would. They go ahead and go into a Weather Ball here, but no need to shield there. Hypno is pretty tanky, and he's still going to be in green HP after the Weather Ball. And they bring out an Altaria, and going straight into the Shadow Ball here, which is going to hit for a lot of good neutral damage. Let's see what they decide to do. They don't shield it, and it does chunk quite a bit of that Altaria's HP. Going into Azumarill here, and then trying to get to that Ice Beam to do super effective damage and knock that Altaria right out of this battle. They get to the Sky Attack first, but still no need to shield. It's not going to do much of anything to Azumarill, who is also quite bulky. Going into the Ice Beam here, which is most likely going to force a shield from the opponent. Oh, no, never mind. They don't shield at all, and Altaria's out of there. In comes a Venusaur, which is not so good for the Azumarill. Trying to get to this Ice Beam, they get to it, so the opponent is definitely going to have to respect this by giving a shield. Let's see. Yes, of course they do, which is obviously the play to make there. And Azumarill is going to go down to this Frenzy Plant, but still no need to shield because the Azumarill is low on HP anyways. So the play is to come back into the game with this Hypno, but they had another Frenzy Plant loaded up, so yes, do have to shield here because Hypno would get taken out from that range from that Frenzy Plant. And they come in with an Alolan Ninetales straight into another Weather Ball, that Alolan Ninetales that we saw earlier, and they get the last shield, which is not so good. But Munchlax is coming in. We're going to see how this Munchlax performs. Y'all are going to see why. Man, this is a tanky team. Like, I never realized how bulky this team was at first glance. But anyway, Munchlax is eating some of those Weather Balls there, trying to farm up to some good energy to force these shields because the opponent still does have one shield remaining. Weather Ball coming through, but Munchlax is tanky. He can survive it, but we're going to have to throw energy soon. The Body Slam coming. Let's see what the opponent decides to do. The Alolan Ninetales is low, so unfortunately they don't shield it. Going right into another Body Slam on this Venusaur, which probably still won't get the shield because the Venusaur is still in green health. It does not get the shield. Gonna have to try to get to another Body Slam before a Frenzy Plant. Can we do it? They get to it, and they have to shield this one here. This is going to be a very close battle. Let's see what happens. They shield it, and then swapping straight into Hypno and going for the Fire Punch. Oh, man. What a play, Brandon. Bravo. Hats off to you, man. That was a really good battle. Coming in, saving that Fire Punch on Hypno was the deciding factor. So, very good game played to my friend. So for the next battle, we get Hypno into Serperior, which is another good lead because Hypno has Fire Punch. So getting a lot of good leads with this Fire Punch Hypno variant. An attack coming in, that one was charged up pretty quick, so I suspect this will be a Leaf Tornado. It is just that. Doing not a whole lot of damage. Can easily go into a Fire Punch here to hopefully force the shield, because keep in mind, Serperior does have to also respect the potential Ice Punch. So let's see what the opponent decides to do. They do shield it, which is good. We go ahead and get a shield down early. Probably another Leaf Tornado coming Hypno's way. It is indeed, which again is not hitting for a whole lot of damage, but the damage is starting to add up a bit. Going into this Fire Punch, hopefully forcing the shield here. That would be great if you could get both shields down so early on in the game. They don't shield that one, but it's okay because this Serperior is almost getting taken out. Another charge move coming. Most likely another Leaf Tornado, if I'm guessing. Oh no, that's a Frenzy Plant, so okay, Hypno gets taken out. Munchlax coming in to easily farm down the Serperior, though. So still in a good position with 2 Pokemon, 2 shields. The opponent has 1 shield, but they bring out a Bastiodon. But this is why it's good, because Munchlax knows Bulldoze, and that's going to be quite effective. I'm interested to see how much this does. Let's see. Ooh! Chunking for half HP on a Bastiodon. That's actually really impressive, considering Munchlax is not a ground type, but he is quite effective, so that's very useful for Munchlax to have that move. Stone Edge came through him, going ahead and committing the shield, which I think is a good move there. Out comes a Quagsire, going into Azumarill, who is a better matchup for the Quagsire. Can go ahead and go into the Ice Beam to get some good neutral damage, or hopefully get that last shield. That's what we're hoping for. Unfortunately, we don't get the shield, but the Quagsire is in yellow HP. Here comes a charge move from the Quagsire. It is an Acid Spray, which is super effective. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does debuff the Azumarill quite a bit. So deciding not to shield here. Let's see what the Quagsire does. It's an Earthquake, and oh my lord, that debuff did its job. Azumarill is out of there, so it's going to come all down to Munchlax. This is going to be a very close one again. Going into the Body Slam, have 2 of them loaded up, hopefully getting this last shield. Let's see what the opponent decides to do. They shield it, and we can go back into another Body Slam to take out this Quagsire, so any energy that it might have had no longer matters. But then this is going to come down to Munchlax and Bastiodon, but the play is very clear to see here. Still have 1 shield intact. The Bulldoze would have won the game there, but the opponent decides to top left. And another strong and good win from my buddy Brandon. Awesome job, man. Oh boy, no days off, no breaks. We're just going to go straight into the next one. Hypno versus Tentacruel, which is an amazing lead. They go ahead and swap into a Garchomp. Man, Community Day, they're trying to go ahead and see what they can do with Garchomp with that new Community Day move, I bet. Going into Azumarill here, which is a great play because Ice Beam will be sending that Garchomp packing. A Sand Tomb coming through to lower the defense. Ice Beam, they're going to have to respect this here. I mean, because if they don't, that Garchomp is going to be taken out, no questions asked. And they do... Wow. Okay, Azumarill's already put in the boots to asses early on in this game, but out comes a Tentacruel, who is the absolute best counter, if you ask me, to Azumarill in the Great League. Just trying to get any good bit of damage here on the Tentacruel. But just know this, if you ever find yourself in this circumstance, no move, no charge move that Azumarill has, currently at the moment anyway, does even normal damage to Tentacruel. It's all resisted. Coming back in with Hypno here to absolutely chunk with confusion damage, they go ahead and swap out into a G Stunfisk. So yep, good play here to go ahead and try to commit to some Fire Punches to do some super effective damage to that G Stunfisk. They don't shield it, and it chunks for some good damage. The opponent still has both shields intact here. So this is going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. Another Fire Punch coming through. They do decide to block that one, which is a good call on their part. I don't know what move is coming here. I wasn't paying attention to the number of counts. It is a Rock Slide, and they forced that last shield on poor old Hypno. Going into another Fire Punch. Let's see if the opponent decides to oblige and give us the last shield. They do. Going straight into Munchlax, which is a great swap there. Go ahead and farm down with the Lick, and go ahead and... Because remember, since G Stunfisk is a Steel type, normal type will be doing resisted damage. Rock Slide coming through, Munchlax eats those all day for breakfast. They come out with Tentacruel and Bulldoze. I don't know if it does super effective due to the water typing. Let's see what happens. Oh, it does do super effective damage. Oh my goodness, Munchlax is the MVP today. And then in comes the G Stunfisk, but I think the damage has been done. It looks like this game is going to be pretty secure because Munchlax, like I said, can eat those Rock Slides all day. Just going into the Body Slam, even though it's resisted, it's at the end of the game here, and the G Stunfisk is in red HP, so any damage, and it actually takes it out. Wow, I did not expect it to take it out. I thought it had a little bit more HP than that. So awesome, another good win. Good job, Brandon. You're doing great, man. So this is the last battle of the showcase. We got Hypno into an Abomasnow. Again, another good lead because of Fire Punch. So good call teaching the Hypno Fire Punch. I think that was it worked out for you at least today. Abomasnow going ahead and most likely launching a Weather Ball, which Hypno can take on the chin. we can go straight into this Fire Punch, but opting to go for some energy. I saw you pressing that Fire Punch there, but unfortunately it doesn't go through. Still not deciding to shield there. Hypno in red HP, but still keeping shields intact, which I think is a good call. Fire Punch coming through, which is going to either force shields or take out Abomasnow, or probably not take out, but get it really low. Trying to go ahead and get to this Fire Punch. They get to it right before the Abomasnow gets to another Weather Ball. So let's see if the opponent decides to shield again here. They do not, which I'd say was a good play on their part. Out comes a Jellicent, who is doing super effective damage to the Hypno. Goes ahead and takes out Hypno, but Munchlax can come in and do some good super effective damage with Lick, since that's a ghost type move. In comes a Bubble Beam, which isn't doing much of anything except lowering the attack on Munchlax, and in comes a Medicham. So Azumarill is a pretty good matchup here. It's actually just a lot of big, like, neutral and resisted damage on both parties here. But the opponent does not know if this Azumarill knows, play rough or not. And they have to potentially respect that. So this is a very good play, Brandon, building up to, building up your charge moves to make the opponent potentially respect it. They do shield bait with a power-up punch, which is unfortunate, but going for the Ice Beam here, hopefully trying to get this last shield. The opponent does, so the bait works to perfection. And the rest of this game is actually pretty well in sight. Hydro Pump coming through here. Oh my lord, that's just overkill, Brandon. You ain't have to do him like that. No, poor Medicham. He gets taken out in a blaze of not so much glory. In comes the Munchlax to farm down this Jellicent. Jellicent doesn't really have anything for this Munchlax. I'm assuming the moveset is Bubble Beam, Shadow Ball. Didn't even really have to shield there, but, I understand in worst case scenario. If that was an Ice Beam, it still wouldn't have done much damage to the Munchlax. Bulldoze coming through for some good neutral damage, and this is going to be a very easy dub. Going to be a layup for the Munchlax. Bubble Beam coming through, just trying to lower the attack. This opponent's doing all he can. He's fighting till the end, which I commend him for, but in the end, it will all be for nothing. I think, was he launching a Shadow Ball? No. Remember, with Jellicent, Shadow Ball, if you ever find yourself with a Munchlax or a Snorlax for that matter, Jellicent, if it launches a Shadow Ball, it'll be resisted because of the normal typing. So another really strong win. Wow. 4 battles we went through and 4 very good wins. So, okay, Brandon, that's awesome, man. Fantastic job. He did go 5 for 5 in these battles that he sent to me. Unfortunately, one of the battles, when he sent it to me, it didn't upload properly, so I wasn't able to showcase that one. But all in all, a really good show of this team. I might consider, this has inspired me to invest in a Munchlax. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to do going forward, and maybe I'll showcase a Munchlax team of my own here soon. But okay, my fellow trainers, thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to catching you all in the next video. Have a good one.